Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to New Game Plus and our playthrough of Atelier Rorona DX on Nintendo Switch. So last time around we finished the assignment, the first assignment of the game pretty early on. And we are now free to do as we please for the next 57 in-game days. So we need to fill that time as effectively as we possibly can. So let's start by paying Esty a visit over at the front desk and seeing if we've got some quests we can fulfill easily. So we can do that one immediately. We can do that one immediately. Now, this one is an unusual one because you'll notice it's give a crap item for a significantly larger than normal reward. Which becomes important later, as you'll see. But I'm going to do that now. Right, so we can already do that one, as we have some shitty pebbles. What else can we do? We can do this one. We've got a quest there for Cordelia, which will help to increase her friendship level, which is helpful. Black tea, I think we can probably make some more of that fairly easily. We do have deadlines on those, is the only thing. So what you can do if you're not sure if you're able to complete one is you can contemplate them. And Rorona will tell you if you've got the stuff on hand to be able to do them. And it's often not a good idea to accept ones that you don't have the stuff to be able to do. Because you'll have to spend time going outside town and it's very easy to forget all that sort of thing. So, beehives, well, there we go. So those sort of high value requests from Cordelia, you have to be really careful with those. Because yes, they do give you lots of money at once, but they also drop your popularity by 5%. You see up in the corner we're down to 0.5%. I'm not sure what we were on before, but presumably somewhere around the 5 mark. And so they are a key part of completing Cordelia's storyline. But also, in order to finish Cordelia's storyline, you need that popularity up at its highest level by the end of the game. So you need to only do the ones that you need to. Right, I have a feeling that Tiffany sells beehives. She does. So let's just buy 4 of those, and then we can submit those for the quest. And get a little bit of reputation back. Oh, not that one. This one. Actually, if she sells beehives, then I think that means that we can probably make the coal as well, can't we? So let's just buy out a whole stock of those. Yeah, and I've now got enough stuff to be able to do that. So Cordelia wants 2 coals. Which we most certainly can do for her. And the other one was black tea, wasn't it? How many? 3 black tea. May as well make 5 because that's a more efficient use of our time. So, alright. Again, let's make them reasonable quality because in some cases you get better rewards if you make them better quality. Alright. Right, and there's a few other tasks in the meantime, so we may as well do those. Alright, don't have enough stuff to make the cabbage stew. Or the blank stew. Phlogiston we can buy from Haggle, I believe. Alchemy coal we know we can make, so... yeah, and we've still got enough stuff to do that. Except that one as well. Leave the other 2 for now. So, pop by here. And submit that one. And go and make some more coal. Right, starting to get a little bit low on ingredients, so might be time for another trip outside town very soon. You see that a lot of these requests refresh every... I think they refresh every day in this one. I know in Atelier Miruru, which is the 3rd one, they refresh 3 times a month. Right, don't have enough to do any of those, so we'll leave them for now. What other assignments have we got? Make healing items, reach level 5 alchemy, synthesize 3 craft with exploding spikes, make a supplement at least quality 70. I'm not sure how achievable that is at the moment. And I don't have enough news to make what are they called? 3 craft at the minute. Bombs we can make though. And we need some supplements for that. So let's make a few supplements. Let's make some reasonable quality ones. Well, it's going to be the water, I guess. And a few bombs. So... and there's level 5. Right, so let's take some of those bombs with us. I'm just going to take a couple for the minute, just because just our weapons are so good at the moment. We don't really need the attack items all that much. So, right. Out to the forest.
ねえ、なんでこいつがいるの？手伝ってくれるって言うから。男なら誰でもってわけじゃないわよ。
なんだよ。
当たり前よ。だいたいあんたちゃんと戦えんの？
お前に言われるまでもねえよ。
ピクセくん？おっと。
フライパンだよ。知らないのか？
知ってるわよ、フライパンくらい。
なんでって、これで殴ったらめちゃくちゃ痛いだろ。
そりゃ痛いだろうけど。
何怒ってんだ？
Right. Let's go see if we can blow up that rock. Which is here, I think, wasn't it?
Yosh. じゃあ早速食材
じゃなくて、でも
そうだな。
別に何にもないけど。
噂通りだな。
キノコ。
こいつは土かぶりって言ってな。先に教えたら驚かないだろ。いいの？あんまりキノコって好きじゃないんだよ。
美味しくないっていうの。
Mushrooms are a bit of a recurring theme in the series. Meruru in the third one is absolutely obsessed with them.
気づいてないわね。こっちから行くわよ。私の手にかかればこんなもんよ。
Alright, let's see if our bomb was good enough. I'm not sure if it needs to be better quality than the ones we've got. No, good enough for now. Excellent. So in order to pass those, you need them to be able to do enough damage in one go to destroy it. You can't sort of chip away at it a bit at a time, you have to do it in one go. Starting to get some worthwhile experience finally. Alright, onward to, I think this is the last area now. Yes. So I think because I wasn't using Cordelia and Ixel that much by the end of my previous playthrough, their weapons aren't quite as good as Rorona's is. So you see that they're not doing all those sort of multi-element damage. They're not adding the additional effects and so on, but they're still reasonable for now. But going by experience so far, we'll have plenty of time to make them some upgrades when the time comes. Alright, that's a really good ingot there. So, before I travel anywhere else, I'm going to send all this stuff back to the workshop, just so it doesn't decay in the basket. Keep the bombs just in case we need them. And then head off. And while we're out here, let's check out the ruins as well. And again, if we can get the exploration of this out of the way sooner rather than later, it means we can immediately go to specific areas and find things that we might be looking for.
珍しいだろう。ほれ。色によって味。俺も聞いた話なんだけど。遺跡が。あの遺跡って実はあの遺跡からはそのせいで。それって平気だろ。さ、せっかくだし。なんか。先制攻撃だぜ。行くわよ。私の手にかかればこんなもんよ。それチャンスだね。今のうち。私の手にかかればこんなもんよ。よし、強くなった。
So, I guess I can only apologise for the boring combat at the moment, but, you know, that's part of the fun of New Game Plus, is just being able to flatten the early game enemies very easily. On the upside, that does mean that there's going to be some difficult requests and assignment tasks and things that were quite challenging in the original playthrough that should be pretty straightforward to accomplish this time around, which will be nice. In situations like this, where this would be quite a tough enemy on your original playthrough, is not too much of a threat here, because whack. Goes to show how important gear is in this game, and how much of a difference it makes to sort of your base stats. I mean, like, if you look at Rorona, look at how many hit points she's got compared to the other two. That's because she is pretty fully optimized. Alright, so I'm going to pop back in there again and just get the other exit. Just for completion's sake. And a bit more experience in items doesn't hurt either. Thought there was something there. Maybe it's one of those random events that shows up there. I'm going to be well ahead of schedule in terms of levels at this rate. No bad thing though. It's a good idea to, if you're taking aim for the adventurer ending, which is one I wouldn't mind trying to get this time around, you need both Rorona and Cordelia to be level 50 by the end. Also, when we do get onto the post-game sequence as well, You need some really good equipment and probably some levels for that as well. There's some really tough stuff there. Okay, so let's check this one because this is a dead end. Fest. That's quite useful. You make polish powder from that. You do get access to a mine fairly early on, but in the meantime, this is a reasonably reliable place to get sort of rocks and minerals. Again, just sending all these back so stuff doesn't spoil too much while we're exploring, and also frees up some space in the inventory as well. The container doesn't have infinite space, but it's pretty unlikely that you'll run out of space in it. Especially with how much of it you end up using in the alchemy process. Right, moving on to here. 2 exits from this one. You do actually get to go inside this place, but it's not until much later. Alright. Ixal catching up nicely on levels. Still got a way to go, obviously, but nearly level 10 already. Right, let's take this exit first because it's closest. And that opens up that route there. But let's, again, take the other exit while we're here. May as well unlock everything we can do as early as possible. Once you get to a certain point in the game, you get an ability where if you strike things with Rorona's staff on the map, it will just immediately kill them, and you get all their drops, but you don't get any experience from them. And so that allows you to sort of bypass a lot of random fights when you come back to some of these areas later in the game if you need to for specific ingredients. That's all based on level, though. It's not based on equipment strength, as you can see.
強くなってきたぜ。
気づいてないわね。こっちから行くわよ。
当たりやがれ。楽勝楽勝。
Okay, let's go to that one then, because again, that's another dead end. Not a lot here, apart from a whole lot of green Punis. There is a treasure chest though. Can't remember what's in that one. Guess we'll find out. It's a barrel. As I say, barrels are attack items, so... At this point in the game, if you didn't have amazing weapons, attack items would be quite helpful. And in both Tottori and Miroru, attack items are an absolutely essential part of the game. In this one, kind of less so. They have their uses. But if you can make good enough weapons, then yeah, you can just have Rorona as pretty much as a meathead. Alright, then to here. Rorona and Cordelia came here to play when they were kids. I would have been terrified to play here. Alright, so Rorona and Cordelia have both unlocked some passive skills now. So Rorona's is Detect Danger, which puts her evasion rate up by 10% and the amount of physical damage she takes down by 10%. Cordelia's increases her critical rate by 15%. So she can hit hard when necessary. I think her crit rate's quite high anyway. There you go, yeah. Oops. Yeah, we are just tearing through enemies at the minute. One thing that's quite interesting about the structure of this, if you're more used to sort of more conventional RPGs, is that there's not really any bosses in this as such until pretty much the end of the game. There are some tough enemies that you have to get for certain quests and things, but yeah, it's very rare that there's a boss sort of guarding the exit to an area until some of the pretty much end game dungeons. However, what that does mean is that just the random enemies can be quite dangerous later in the game, so you need to be a bit careful still. Alright, and the final area, I believe. Many burbs.
ついてないわね。こっちから行くわよ。行くわよ。私の手にかかればこんなもんよ。
よし、先制攻撃だぜ。楽勝楽勝。
それチャンスだね。今のうち。やあ。
当たりやがれ。楽勝楽勝。よし、強くなってきたぜ。
Oh, out of space. Okay, so let's just discard something crap. Like that rotten meat. And let's send all this back to the workshop. Just a reminder, this is not something you can do normally. You have to actually construct an item called the secret bag to do this. But that is one of the things you can carry over to a New Game Plus, and it's very useful. Very, very useful.
よし、先制攻撃だぜ。
この。
当たりやがれ。楽勝楽勝。
And a chest to finish off with. Containing some nylon feather. That's some quite nice cloth for this point in the game. Right. Let's head home.
Yeah, お邪魔するよ。
お仕事中だったかしら。
お父さん、お母さんも。
ついさっき旅行から帰ってきたんだ。
嫌そうな顔ね。おみや。素直でよろしい。
何って錬金術の材料だろ。
嬉しいことは嬉しい。
お父さんもお母さんもあなたのお仕事のことを応援してるから。
娘へのお土産って。
I say they're jerks. I'm sure they mean well. Right. So let's stop by the front desk. See if there's any quests we can quickly take care of. Alchemy coal. It's worth leveling up the shopkeeper's friendship as quick as you can, because you then gain access to a very useful facility called wholesale, which we'll talk about when we come to it. Blank stew. Can we make that yet? What am I missing for that? I'm missing spice. So, I think Tiffany can probably help with that. No, I didn't mean Tiffany. I meant Ixel. Because he's the chef. He's the one who would be selling food, logically. Give me some salt. Give me some shitty salt as well. No, didn't mean to get it. Polish powder I think we can make. Yes, so we'll do that. Barrel. We don't have the stuff we need for that. Blank stew. I think we've got everything we need now. Yep. Good, good, good. Alright, so 3 polish powder, 3 blank stew.
何を作ろうかな。これなら簡単か。
Again, may as well make 4 of those just because they take half a day each.
どれを使おう。
Slightly more efficient use of our time.
これ、それじゃ調合するよ。できたー。どの特性をつけようかな。ステルクさん、どうしたんですか？
期日が近づいてきたからな。頼りない返事だな。
すみません。
これは騎士としてではなく、だから君には期待しているのだが。
ステルクさん、ごめんなさい。
ああ、頼む。
Sturk's a good guy.
なんかちょっとだけ元気出てきたかも。
I feel a little bit bad for how his arc goes in the later games. But, well, there's a lesson to be learned from it, let's just say. Alright, 3 of them.
どれを使おう。
Ooh, we've actually got some quite good ingredients there. I don't want to waste the really good ones just yet. I also don't want to waste those triberries because there's not many places you can get them from. Let's use some of these mushrooms.
どれを使おう。どれを使おう。それじゃ調合するよ。できたー。どの特性をつけようかな。で何を作ろうかな。
Alright, good stuff.
そう。お疲れさ。
Dead beast, got loads of those.
お疲れさ。
Mudhead, got a few of them. Oh, hold on. Don't want to... Again, don't want to waste the really, really good ones.
お疲れ。これくらいなら楽勝でしょうね。
I'm going to pass on that one because, like I say, triberries are a little bit tricky to get hold of sometimes. Alchemy coal for Cordelia. 2 of them, I can do that.
何を作ろうかな。これなら簡単。どれを使おう。どれを使おう。それじゃ調合するよ。できたー。どの特性をつけようかな。何を作ろうかな。お疲れ。これくらい。お疲れ。
Supplements I can definitely do. Blank stew, probably still got enough stuff for that, especially if Ilya wants 1.
それじゃ
Oh, I can always go and get more triberries, can't I?
お疲れ。
Alright, 4 supplements. It's going to be 5 because we can squeeze 5 into one day.
これなら簡単。どれを使おう。
Again, they don't need to be amazing quality, so let's just use some shitty bits and pieces.
それじゃ調合するよ。できたー。どの特性をつけようかな。何を作ろうかな。
And what was it? 1 blank stew.
これなら簡単。どれを使おう。どれを使おう。それじゃ調合するよ。できたー。どの特性をつけようかな。何を作ろうかな。
Right, going pretty nicely so far. What is our reputation at the minute? 7.9. Not bad, not great, but
こんにちは。そうだ。
it's a long and grindy process to get that up.
お疲れ様。またいつ。
Up to 8.5. So it's not too bad, but you do have to bear in mind things like the Cordelia quests that I mentioned, because they have a significant hit on what you're doing. Right,
これを作れ
what are we missing for cabbage soup?
また何を作ろうかな
No cabbage, oddly enough. I'm sure we picked some of that up.
作ろうかな
Maybe I was imagining it. Okay, so 25 days left. Now what? Probably a bit more gathering, I guess. Because I don't think we can make any especially useful items at the minute. Any more of those assignment tasks we can do yet? We could try making 3 healing salves.
何を作ろうかこれなら簡単かどれを使おうどれを使おうどれを使おうこれそれじゃ調合するよできたどの特性をつけようかな
Yep, so that's easy enough.
何を作ろうか
And
な
that's another objective out the way. Apprentice alchemist, reach level. Oh, we've done that. Synthesize 3 craft with exploding spice. Still don't think I've got enough news for that. And 1 supplement at least quality 70. Pretty sure I can do that
何
now.
を作ろうかなこれなら簡単簡単
Because we've got some high quality items. Are they high enough though? We've got... Yeah, let's just make 1 in this case. So, this is one instance where you won't want to make as many as you possibly can in one day, because you see the next highest quality thing we've got is 59. And if we sort of mix higher and lower quality ingredients together, it sort of takes an average quality level, and that will drag the overall quality level down and not necessarily meet our 70 threshold that we want. So if we make just 1 using this ingredient, we're guaranteed to get a high quality one.
調合するよできたどの特性をつけようかな
There we go. 92 quality.
何を作ろうかな
Right, I think we've now done all of those objectives. So if we go to see Sturk, we should get all of our rewards.
依頼の
Oh, we haven't done a play trait, so we need some news for that. So, well, we may as well take a trip outside town and see if we can find some, in that case. So, they are in the forest, I believe. So, if you look down at the bottom of the map there, you can see the main ingredients for the various areas. You see that news isn't among those. Now, the main ingredient isn't the only ingredient you can find there, so it's still worth going to have a look. And we have plenty of time to burn at the minute, so let's take full advantage of that. The search for news is not going well so far. I guess they were somewhere else then, huh? Certainly looking that way. Oh well, like I say, plenty of time to look around. Let us investigate the Puni woods. At a point where we don't need to waste time fighting them now. There's some cabbage. Aha, there's one. I think one's all we need, because I think you need one per craft that you make. Craft is like a spiky bomb type thing. Well, let's head back and see what we can do. So we have to make 3 with exploding spikes. So this is where traits and stuff are starting to come in. So you can see there that in order to create a craft, we need 1 news, and the only effect it can make is attack extra small. However, if you then look at over on the right there where it says traits, one of the traits is exploding spikes, and in fact that's an innate trait of the newses, so all of them have it on there. But the other traits they have are last level 1, price up level 1, price down level 1. So we need to make 3 of these with exploding spikes attached. So a few things you need to pay attention to here. So first of all is the trait you're after. So you need to make sure that at least one of the ingredients you put in there has the trait that you're after in there. In this case, that's all of them. So that's absolutely fine. The other thing is the cost level, which you see up on the top left corner. It says cost level 1. Now, each of the traits costs a certain amount of cost to attach to an item. And you'll see that down in the bottom right corner. So the choice of traits we have, given the ingredients that we use there, are price up level 1, which costs 2, so we wouldn't be able to attach that. Exploding spikes cost 1, last level 1 costs 1, and price down level 1 costs 1 as well. So we'd only be able to put 1 trait on there, and we need to make sure that it is exploding spikes. So here's where you choose your traits. Tells you how much cost you've got left at the top. We pick exploding spikes. That shows we've got none left. And then we're done. That's the final item. So the final item there is quality 40, level 1, attack extra small, and it has exploding spikes attached to it. Which is what was asked for. Marvellous. How about that? So we can then go and get our reward for doing that. Attaching traits is the key part of the alchemy system in this, particularly once you start making equipment. You really want to make sure you've got really helpful traits attached to the items that you're using. Alright, so we really do have some time to burn now, so let's just do as many quests as we can in these last 16 days. Healing salve, got loads of those, and we don't really need them. Excuse me, don't really need those at the minute. Candied brunch, I happen to have 4 of those. Very good, got 8 of them. I only got 1 of them, can't do that. And can't do those yet. So, I'm going to pop back to the workshop. Just going to make something to pass some time. Don't think we have the stuff we need to make a pie at the minute. Candied branches, I just got rid of those, didn't I? Let's pop by Tiffany's, because she sells them. And let's make some pie. One pie. So, part of the pie ending for this is you have to make all the possible pies with a quality of 80 or higher. So that obviously means you need the best possible quality ingredients. And probably some traits and stuff will help out as well, because there are traits that will help increase quality as well. Alright, magic grass, got loads of that. Don't have any of them. Don't have enough of those. I can buy, go and buy some of those though. Plain pie. Oh, we know I can make that now. Oh, but I don't have enough stuff. Right, phlogiston I can do, definitely. Black tea I can do. Plain pie I can probably buy the ingredients for, so let's take all of those. Candy branch we need for the pie, so don't use those. See, there's a quality trait. It takes 2 cost for quality level 1. What else did I need? Phlogiston. Rolling in money at the minute, might as well buy as much as possible. No, didn't need to go there. I think we need some more flour, is the thing. Yeah, so again, he's got good quality and shitty quality flour. Let's take everything he's got. He also says cabbage as well, that's worth remembering. How many pies did they want? 3, and I've got 2, but I may as well make as many as I can. Which is 3. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, I'm out of water, that's why. Puni ball. I'm rolling in those. Cobalt berry, I got 5 of them. Andrew root, I have 4 of them as well. Cabbage, I don't have those, but Ixel sells them, so I can do that. Still don't have those. Alchemy coal, yeah, I can make those. You see how quickly you get into a rhythm in this game after a while, where sort of you can just quickly zip from one place to the other and get things done. Right. Coal. How many do I need? Was it 3? 2. That's just 1 day. That's alright then. $12 days to go. I think we're in a good position. Barrel? Yeah. Sure, why not? Still don't have mushrooms. You really want those mushrooms, don't you? Fest, and yeah, 4 of those. Zettel, I can make that. I know I can make that. I know I can get Fest from Huggle as well. Cabbage soup, I'm pretty sure I can make. Let's just go get a whole heap of cabbages. Oh, he hasn't got any, because I bought them all. Derp! I think I do need some water though, didn't I? Because I used the last of the water on those pies. You can navigate around the city just by running Rorona around if you want to. All of the main shops are on this street here. But it's just so much quicker to use that menu. Alright, that'll do for now. Alright, let's make some stuff. Zettel. Oh, actually, let's go get that fest first. Again, doesn't hurt to buy a big pile of it while we're rolling in cash for this point in the game. So, that's one thing done. 3 cabbage soup. I may as well make 5 of them. Again, making as good possible use of your time in this game. It becomes increasingly important as it goes through. It might not seem like it right now, but yeah, definitely the further you go, the less time you want to waste. Right, we need 3 Zettel, so that means we're going to need 3 supplements. Again, we'll make 5. Just because. And we'll make them from water, because that's free. Eight days to go. Will we make it? I think we probably will. Alright, let's turn these in. Bomb. Yeah, got plenty of them. You can have some of those. Polish powder. Yes, I can make that for you. So you want 2. Still no mushrooms. More coal. God. Everybody wants the coal. Come on, SD, give me some easy quests. Oh dear, we're out of quests. So, our reputation is now up to 17.7%, which is doing quite nicely. I think you need 20% for one of those stars, I think. And at that point, ST's sort of selection of goods expands a bit for the ticket shop. Right, what should we make in the meantime? Not a lot we really need to make at the minute. So, maybe... I don't know. I know you get asked for some of this stuff in a little while, so I don't want to waste too much time. Tell you what I will do. Let's have a nap for a day and see if those quests refresh. When I said refresh, I was hoping for more than one. Nap. Productive day. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get up, submit some cabbage soup. And then you're done. No. Okay. I think we might just sleep to the deadline now. Out of the way, Astrid. I want to sleep.
どれくらい休もう。おやすみなさい。
Alright. Our first evaluation day.
すまない。
全然待ってないです。
相当緊張しているようだな。
あ、はい。
落ち着いたか。よし。待つのは構わないが。
そうですよね。
ではもういいな。
お願いします。
We did it! Yay!
こんなにいい評価。
ああ、見事というほかないな。
これ本当ですか？
あまり自分を卑下するのは感心。
あ、はい。
この結果は君の仕事に対する正当な評価だ。柄にもないことを言ってしまったな。
Alright, so our next assignment, we're going to need to make some bombs, cannons, and various other bits and pieces.
ああ、鉱山資源の発掘に使うので危険物なので。
はい。
いい返事だ。
はあ、自信と誇りか。
おい、そこの騎士。おい、私が呼んでいるのだ。
大臣、私の名はステルケンブルクです。
貴様の名前。それより例のアトリエはどうなった？
This is the villain of the piece.
今日は結果発表だっただろう。
見事こちらの依頼に応えてくれましたよ。
何？
私は結果を言い渡すだけで。
いまいましい。王が猶予を与えるなどと言い出さなければ。まったく。
いくら大臣といえど。
まるで分かっておらんのだ。アトリエのある土地一帯を工場にし。
確かに一介の騎士の身には理解できぬ話です。しかし大臣も王の提案を受け入れた以上、どうせすぐに失敗するだろうと。
まあいい。今回はうまくやったようだが。
He does have a great theme tune.
今日のところは引き下がってくれた。どうせ今後も何かと言ってくるだろうし。
ああ、でもすぐに次のをやらないと。
喜んでいるかと思ったら。
ステルクさん、なんでここに？
何度か呼びかけたが、
ごめんなさい。ぼーっとして。
ああ、
依頼のこと。
いや、
やっぱりアトリエ潰されちゃうんですか？
静まれ。何事も悪く考えすぎるのは良くないぞ。
そうなんでしょうか。
怖い顔をしているつもりはないのだが。
ああ、ごめんなさい。
では、先の依頼にあたって。
はい。
一人で出かけたのか。
いえ、クーちゃんとか友達と一緒に。
友達とか。アトリエの存続のためとはいえ。いや、もともと言えば国からの命令が原因か。だからといって今後街の外に出るときはもちろん迷惑であるならば無理。
いえ、でもいいんですか？
君はこの街の人間だろう。それに
騎士さんってごめんなさい。そんなつもりでいたじゃん。
いや、気にしなくていい。
怒らせちゃったかな。でもステルクさんが手伝ってくれるなんて。
Alright, so this is obviously the perfect place to leave off this episode. So we'll leave it here for now and then continue from next time with the second assignment. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.